No one creates your reality. Don't give them that blame. Don't give them that credit. Most of all, don't give away your power. Don't say, because of you, this is happening. That's never true. Nothing ever happens to you because of someone else, ever. And we know blame feels so much better than guilt. We placed it higher on that miserable, low emotional scale. There's despair and depression and vulnerability and fear. And then there's more depression and fear and misery and a lot of that. There's a lot of that. But then there's guilt. Pointing failure right at yourself. But well above that is blame. You did it to me. And then revenge. Oh, sweet revenge. But you never really start feeling like you until you get up there into those vibrations that give you emotions of ease and love and appreciation. That's where your passion is. That's who you are. That's where you belong. But maybe not all the time. The contrast in your emotions is important, because the contrast in your emotions indicates the contrast in your experience, which equals the expansion of your life experience. So what do you want to talk about? We're eager to talk with you about whatever matters to you. There is nothing that is off limits. There is no question that you have that we are avoiding. In fact, we've scoped you out. We know who you are. We know exactly where you stand in relationship to what you want. And here's the most important part. We know what the path of least resistance is to get you from where you are to where you want to be. And that path of least resistance is important for you to understand, because you put all the resistance on your path, and that's okay. It's even okay that the resistance is on your path, because it doesn't matter how much resistance is there and how long it's been there. We and your inner being can guide you to what you want anyway. Doesn't that make you feel good? You do not have to remove all of the resistance. You just have to vibrationally avoid it. You can't go back and undo those harsh words that you offered to someone else or they offered to you, but you can stop regurgitating and making them an active part of today. You see what we're getting at? So your inner being knows where you stand, where you want to be, and what the resistance is on your path, and where is the most probable, possible way to call you toward what you are wanting. And that's what we are really, really good at. So sometimes you have a big question that you've been carrying around for a long time, and with it a big wad of resentment or resistance about it. So it's easy for us to call on somebody over there when your question is over there and have a dialogue about it that releases the resistance within you. This really is co-creation at its best. So no matter who comes to the stage, no matter who asks the questions, no matter what happens today, it is our promise to you that the resistance that you have within you will soften. That's a good thing. But more important, you're going to feel your way over and under it and around it and through it, and you're going to make resistance a non-issue, because the vibrational frequency of who you are is just going to reign supreme. It just matters more. I want you to know that if you never heard anything from us or anyone else other than what you just heard, it's all you would ever need to live happily ever after. Should we go to the beach? So when we talk about how things are always working out for you, Esther can look to a couple of examples in her recent life where some contrasting things have brought a lot of clarity. And she wants to say, I guess I needed that contrasting experience for the clarity. And we want to say, clarity is always a good thing, but you don't need strong contrasting things to bring clarity. It always works out for you. We're just wanting to take any idea that you need to suffer in contrast in order to move forward out of your picture, because you do not.
Yeah, and I don't actually feel like I have to suffer.
So are we good here, or is there something more?
I have something more. May I?
Yeah.
Okay. I work for a weight loss company. I have lost weight and kept it off, and I help other people to do that as well. And I'm feeling like that is maybe not the best place for me at this point in time, because my own particular gifts and talents aren't being utilized in the way they had been used previously.
But again, you see, too much trying to make the plan. We know we've been teaching the science of deliberate creation, and we know we've been encouraging you to write a new story and to tell it the way you want it to be, and so many of the things that you're doing are because of wanting to be a deliberate creator. But these days, what we are emphasizing with you specifically is be a deliberate receiver, because it's the same question again. All that we're talking about is the same question, and that question is, I think I've got stuff in my vortex and I'm trying to get it out. And what we'd rather hear you say is, I know I've got stuff in my vortex and I'm going to live happily ever after. I know I've got stuff in my vortex and I'm going to happily let it show itself to me, rather than trying to figure out or orchestrate it. You see, we love you so much. We love you so much, but you are control freaks. And there is so much that you can't control. But what you can control, if you can hear us and believe us and trust when we say you have put all of your desires into your vortex and they are well known. They are known by the universe at large. They are known by source within you. They are known. And your work is just to be as happy and as free and as easy and as much wind blowing through your hair as possible, so that as those ideas come, the ideas themselves are manifestations that delight you, not the path to getting to something that you believe will delight you. That's the distinction. Each idea as it comes is the nugget that you're looking for. It's the new breath of life that you're looking for. That's why we say every day is a new phase of life, new thoughts that are coming. So don't try to think your way into your successful ongoing future experience. Just feel your way by acknowledging your happiness and your clarity, and let yourself be the receiver of it, not the dictator of it or the orchestrator of it. And we know these words sound like they are flying in the face of you are the deliberate creator of your experience, and we mean for it to be that way, because while you are the creator of your own experience, the way, if we were standing in your physical shoes, that we would deliberately create is we would understand law of attraction, and you do, and we would understand the vortex, and you do, and we would understand what happy means, and you do, and we'd get happy, and then we'd watch what comes next. Because the questions, you've already asked them. You've already done the asking. You've done enough asking to keep yourself busy for 20 or 30 lifetimes. You've done the asking. Now it's time to cash in your chips. And you do that by getting happy, not by scrutinizing. Feel the difference between an idea exploding in your mind and feeling like you're looking for an idea. Looking for an idea is not being in the receiving mode. An idea exploding in your mind is evidence of being in the receiving mode. Here it is, here it is, here it is. Looking for the idea is the same thing as looking for the manifestation before you feel good. Because the idea that explodes is a manifestation too. This is really strong, important clarification. So when people say, what are you doing? What are you thinking about? Being happy. Or when an idea explodes and you happily explain, oh, I now know what I want to do. That's a whole different thing. But looking for the idea so that you can feel that way, that's not being there. Clear enough?
Yeah, I don't feel like I'm looking for any ideas, generally. Generally, I feel like I'm just flowing with it and loving it and enjoying it.
So you're just utilizing this in a different way? You're talking to us in different terms because you're wanting some specific answers from us?
Oh, it's such a good question. Of course. Doesn't everybody want specific answers from you?
Yeah, but we want you to let the specifics show themselves to you. We want you to be the realizer of them. Which almost says, don't ask us any questions because we're going to give you really vague answers about how to get in the receiving mode so that you can receive, because words don't teach anyway. Surprising, isn't it? We blab a lot under those conditions. So now, here you are, you're talking with infinite intelligence about anything in the world that you want. You're standing in a place in relationship to what's in your vortex. So of all the things that you would like to talk about, is there something that comes to mind, or are you good in the knowing that it's just going to unfold naturally for you?
I'm good in the knowing, and I'm thinking, gosh, I wish I were just sitting in the convertible with the big wind blowing through my hair at the moment, because that is such a joyful, exciting feeling.
Yeah, and this is trying too hard.
Yeah, and it feels that way.
And trying too hard is never the receiving mode. And that's the point. Really good. Really good. Really good. Really good. Recently on the longer seminar on the cruise ship, someone asked for some nuggets, and so we began pointing out nuggets as they happened. That was a nugget. That's something important. We have specifically enjoyed this interaction today. It is delicious to be with you, to know you at the same time that we're knowing you, and to feel your personal resonance rising. There isn't anything that you are supposed to do that you're not doing. You can't get it wrong, and you never get it done. But you powerfully intended to enjoy this co-creative experience of coming here to this leading edge time and space to witness your own evolution and expansion. You came with non-diluted in any way appreciation for the others with whom you knew you would share your planet, because you knew how important they were for your clarification of what matters to you. And you knew that because of the already existence of who you are and all of the sifting and sorting that you'd already done, and the state of being of love and knowing that you are and were coming from, you knew for sure that you would not lose your way. You knew for sure that you would be able to always find your way back into the alignment with who you are, and at the same time move forward. As you tap into the appreciation that your source feels for yourself, as you tap into the appreciation that your source feels for others, and as you allow the momentum of that alignment to be a more steady, chronic, vibrational experience of your own, your sense of empowerment is going to come over you in such a conscious, obvious way that you will begin to feel the true empowerment that you are and that you were born with. And when that happens, a sense of being blessed and a sense of worthiness, a sense of knowing self as you really are, will become such a consistent and strong flowing to you and through you that you will find yourself living happily ever after, no matter what's going on around you. Living happily ever after, no matter what's going on around you. You didn't come to fix a broken world because you knew it was not broken. And you didn't come to get others to agree with you because you knew there was value in whatever they thought. You came to make your own decisions and to dovetail with the perspective of that which is your source, and to continue the expansion for the sheer bliss of being a creator of worlds in a physical body out on the leading edge. That's the part that we most want you to take away with you. Out on the leading edge. You're not here learning in order to catch up with someone who has gone before you. You are here as pioneers on a new frontier, a new vibrational frontier, reveling in new discoveries of the potential of who you can be, And of course, society will find its improvement too. But your responsibility is not for the masses. It's not for society. Your responsibility is for your own alignment with who you are, and the rest will follow. And as you accomplish alignment with who you are, your appreciation for mass consciousness will skyrocket. Your appreciation for human consciousness will skyrocket. Your ability to extract from all moments in time beneficial things, and by beneficial we mean successful, and by beneficial and successful we mean joyful. You'll be walking the joyful path all the time. We have so much appreciation and love for you. And it is our promise to you that we will always remain steadfastly in your vortex, knowing who you really are and calling you toward that. There is great love here for you. And for now, we are complete.